What is up, YouTube? Back for part 2. What's going on? How you guys doing? What's up, Yo-Yo? What's up, Graham? What's up, Carl? Thank you, sir. Hello, Martha. How you doing? What's up, Tim? Thank you. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Isham. Thank you, Scott. Be careful while you drive, my man. It's Be Nice to Lee Day. Thank you, Rosemary. Thanks, ESPN. It's a Kane thing. Thank you. What's up, Curtis? Back again, huh? I keep seeing this little flicker in the corner, but I think it's just my monitor. I don't know why it's messing around. Maybe because I didn't turn off the computer the whole time between shows. Adaptive cruise comes in handy. Thanks, Andres. You guys happy it's Friday? Weekend time? Yes, I am drinking blood orange flavor, Yo-Yo. Brown Planet says, thanks for the premiumized code. Works great. You're welcome, man. Thank you, Thunder. Thank you, Khalik. Yeah, you said my favorite with vodka. Oh, man. Juggernaut said was going to say I cannot hear you, but turns out I needed to plug in my headset. That usually helps. Thanks, Jinx. Oh, man. I ate a little bit of food, but not too much, and then I went to, after the show ended, and then I went to try to finish watching this movie that I was watching, and I fell asleep. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, time to go live. Thank you, Kathy. All right, guys. Trying to let a few more people come in here. I don't know if YouTube is, I don't know if it's the right number or not. What do you guys see as how many are watching right now? Let's see how far behind my actual stream page is. Matthew Smith is asking, do I know what the best paid TV service for watching USA TV from the UK? I mean, that's kind of subjective. It depends what you really want to watch. but I'd say most services have pretty similar US channel lineup. So, like, I use Easy all the time. It's got all the US channels. Gears has tons of US channels. Varo's fine for US channels. They all have similar lineups for the most part. There's not that many different channels. Possibly if you had a very particular channel that was peculiar, um, there may be like one or two services that have it and others don't. But people typing numbers already. I didn't start any giveaways yet. Oh, you were saying no. You were saying 46 watching. Okay, so my thing is about right. We got 48. All right. I was figuring there might be more at this time than earlier, but maybe not. We'll give it a couple minutes. I also didn't post anywhere that I was going live right now. So if people weren't paying attention earlier, then they might. I forgot I asked the question. That's what happens when I just wake up. I'm like, oh, posting numbers for giveaways. Okay, so I'm matched up. I see 52 right now also. Uh, Matthew, yeah, I mean, I would say if you need UK as well, uh, I'd probably say I'd probably say Easy. Easy's pretty good on UK stuff. It's got a pretty decent selection and also US. Um, I don't watch a ton of UK TV, so I can't tell you exactly what you know exactly what it has, but it has all the big stuff. I know that the channels that love to mess with people. That's for sure. I got you. Yeah, I mean, I'd check out Easy. You got to join the Telegram group to get info on that stuff, Matt. Thunder asked, "Do I still use Sports Access?" I don't. Not because it was bad, just because it wasn't any better, and I had so many that I just kind of trimmed them down and left myself with three for now. Thank you, Scott. Nancy, yeah, you can do that. You can hit up Yo Yo. Matthew says, "Can you send the re-op?" What's a re-op? You lost me there. Oh, the Telegram group. It's hang on. Let me so Dr. Timothy W. Curtis says bought the Samsung T5, very happy with it, working perfectly. I'm glad it's working great for you. I have them attached to all my shields and haven't had an issue yet, so I'm very happy with them. They definitely seem to last and um, working well. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Corey. My watch is vibrating over there very loud. let me just show this to you guys real quick. So right here, if you're on the Supreme Builds page, right, you have the Facebook group right here and Telegram chat right there. So for Telegram, it's an app you get on your phone, and it's a chat app. So you get it on your phone, you install it, and then you can just click here. They have a PC client also. You can click here and join, or you can right click on it and copy the link address, send it to yourself in an email, click it from your phone, it'll open on the app, and it'll just put you right in the group. It's that easy. All you got to do is just make your account and get in there. And that's it. Back this way. Trooper's back. What's up, Troop? Jimmy Putt Putt asks if he can use my Amazon page in the UK. I don't believe you can buy. If you click on something, does it just take you to the US link? It probably does. I'm trying to figure out how to get them to give me store links for the other, like for UK and Canada. It's a little confusing on the site, but I'm still trying to figure that one out. I know I can get them, but I think I have to create accounts first on UK and Canada Amazon site in order for that to work. And it's not very forthcoming in the information on the website. It's kind of weird, but I'm working on it. But you can certainly, at the very least, you can use it to know what the products are that you can get for now, and then go ahead and get them. Go ahead and get them from your respective Amazon if you have to. So they can still help you, even if it doesn't go through me per se to help me, but at least it can help you until I can sort that out. Camera, thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. And Camera asks, how's vacation? It's getting close to an end, but I guess I sort of enjoyed it. It was good doing the videos and working on the studio. My car unfortunately blew a head gasket last Sunday, so that was bad, and it was kind of an ordeal to figure out where I wanted to go, because this is the third time it's done that, and I kind of considered not going back to the same place I usually go to, just because it was the third time. So I asked around a lot. Took a while to get a lot of information on things, but what was really cool, it's not really streaming related at all, but I'll tell the story real fast just because it was cool to me. There's this guy, Vince, and he's definitely the most well-known and respected Subaru engine builder in the US. Possibly worldwide, I don't know, but definitely in the US. He used to work for Prime Motoring, and he left there and started working for Rally Spec. He builds 1,000, 1,200 horsepower cars all day. And I just went on Instagram because I was frustrated, and I hit him up and sent him a message. I figured he would never answer me. I literally wrote something like, I know you don't know me from a hole in the wall, but I was hoping I could ask you a question. And next morning I woke up, there was still nothing there, but he hadn't read it either or anything. And maybe around 2 o'clock or so that day, he wrote back to me just, hey man, what's up? I was like, oh, dude's super busy all the time, I'm sure. So the fact that he answered me, and then I explained everything to him and asked him for his advice, because if anybody has seen an issue like that, and I explained all the parts and everything I had, and for him to give me advice and take the time to listen to that, that was pretty cool. And then he just gave me advice, and turned out that his advice was, I think, really good. Why wouldn't it be? And the shop where I'm going is also kind of giving me a similar advice. So I feel good. I feel like after this time, I really hope the problem is gone. Oh, Trooper says send him the Telegram link. Here you go. Nope, that's not it. Hold on a second. I'll click it and send it. I'll put it in here right now. There's the Telegram link. I'll send it to you too, Troop, and Hangouts. I don't know why I can't see the person's name that sent the $1.99 super chat, but thank you. Oh, Easy TV. It's you just got to go to supremebuilds.com/APKs. And then inside there, you'll see IPTV folder. Click on that. Another folder inside there that says paid. Click on that. Another folder inside there that says Easy TV. Click on that. And there's a few apps in there, but the one that says main is the one you want. What's up, Jugs? Oh, Jugs posted it in there. There you go. Thank you, Chris, for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Carlos. Totally. Techno says too many YouTubers on at the same time. I guess so. I just figured, I'd go live twice. I wanted to do it early so that some of the folks in like the UK area and whatever, Ireland and stuff like that could tune in. And then I figured 5 would be good because most people are getting out of work on the East Coast at least. And they could tune in. So whoever wants to watch can watch. If there's someone else to watch, they can watch that person. But it's my birthday and I'm here. Yeah, the drilling, they still got some repairs to do outside. But it's pretty much over. What's up, D-Rup? Santos, thank you. Fladnag's in the building. Juggernaut says in the affiliate page for the store and tools, there is one link. Yeah, I saw that, but I was just, I don't know. Maybe I didn't take a long look at it. I thought it was trying to tell me I had to create accounts on the other, like, .ca store or whatever. Oh, you did? Sorry, I missed it, Fladnag. Thank you for the happy birthday wish. Office is going pretty good, camera. I got a little bit more to... Oh, yeah, I still got it, Dan. I got a little bit more to clean up. Fios is coming out on May 7th because that was their first appointment. So all the wiring will be swapped over May 7th. So I believe that's a Tuesday. I would say I'll probably have the first show down there by that weekend. The weekend after, probably that Saturday. What's up, Asif? So if you guys do stick around here, the ones that are in here, I'm going to be giving away some premiumized codes for premiumize.me. They give you 3 days access once you put them in, like full on access, so you can get in there and check it out if you don't have the service. If you do have the service and you happen to get it and you put in the code, you'll just extend your service by 3 days. And if for anyone that doesn't know or hasn't tried it, you probably don't watch my channel too much because I use it all the time, but it's kind of like Real Debrid, very similar, except they actually can do more. Clutch got his working, I see. I gave Clutch one in he won an earlier giveaway. Yo, I could just send you a code. You're good. All the mods can get a code. DW said, I see Cody 19 is out. I am still using 17.6. Is 18 stable enough to use now? Well, 19 is not really out. That's just people clickbaiting, trying to get attention because 19 is like in some ridiculously early phase of being worked on in the background. So the minute 19 was mentioned, YouTubers go on trying to get extra clicks because they need that extra penny from YouTube ads. So they're like, oh, let me click here. But I would say 18 is stable enough to use, but 17 is still more stable. That's my answer. If you're on 17, I don't see any reason to update. People are so quick to be like, I want to update, It was, there's no reason to, honestly. I generally still load up 17.6 with Gaia and enjoy that. Just got Malwarebytes from the computer. Do you also use it on the Shield and phone? Santos is saying he just got Malwarebytes for his computer, and do I also use it on the NVIDIA Shield and phone? I don't use it on my Android devices, only because I put it on there, and I found that it was eating a bit too much memory all the time, and it was just annoying that it was constantly like, it wanted to do a lot of stuff all the time. But I love it on the PC. It's like the greatest thing since sliced bread on a PC. It's not terrible on Android, but it just asks me too many things. Pops up too often asking me to clean up or do this or do that. And I'm just like, I don't got time for that. And I kind of just dismiss it. But it's not bad. It doesn't hurt anything. Just, I don't see any reason I don't open things like that on my phone or whatever, or get any kind of issues. I've never had an issue on my phone, and certainly never on the Shield. So, because my Shield I don't do anything sensitive on the Shield. There's no banking. I don't open Face. I don't do anything. I use it for what it's meant to be used for, to game and to stream. So I don't see any reason to put on a Shield. Clutch said, I noticed I had 80 4K links, but when it started playing, it said 720. That's pretty odd, because that hasn't really happened to me. Although sometimes they are labeled wrong. That's not really anybody's fault. That's it's not Premiumizer's fault, or it's in the data that's placed in the stream a lot of times. So it could just be a mislabeled stream. I've been pretty lucky to not see that happen too often. I've seen that. I've not seen that on Premiumize, on a Premiumized link yet. Usually they're generally pretty good, but anyone can download something there. So it could be, just a falsely labeled link, but Chris says, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's how I feel. What do you get out of 18 that you can't get out of 17? If there's something important or major that you do, then I get it. But there's really not. I don't need to talk to my Cody. I don't need to I'm good without those things. Clutch says, I need to get the Gaia set up. Yeah, man. Gaia is where it's at, and it's really not hard to set up. I've done it in almost every live show the past couple days. It's depending on how many accounts you're putting in, you could do it in 3 minutes to 10 minutes tops. That's if you filled in every account. And that's only because you're going to stop and, link up your account through your phone, or, it's really not hard. Yeah, it's things like that. Like Chris says, go search. People can label things wrong, or they upscale something to 1080. It's crazy. But most anything that's been out for a little while is usually correct. Not always, but usually. If you got a brand new film or something like that, then you're more likely to see something wrong, because people are trying to get you to download that torrent, so they'll label the torrent incorrectly, and then that torrent ends up somewhere. And when Premium Eyes picks it up or Real Debrid, it's still got that incorrect label. Nancy's saying Premium Eyes takes a little longer, quicker to sign into. Well, it depends. I mean, they released a new API key, so when you do it in Gaia, it's just as fast. All you got to do is go to a little website just like Real Debrid, enter the code, and you're in. But the way that it works in URL Resolver and Resolve URL takes a little longer. But I suspect that the next time they update URL Resolver and Resolve URL, they'll probably fix that too to the same method that Gaia now uses as well. Tim, thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you, Jay. Dirty Harry says, do I use a NAS, and if so, what brand? I do. I have a WD, Western Digital, PR4100. They are rather expensive, but work pretty good. I currently use it as my Plex server as well, and it's fine for 1080p. It's a little struggle for 4K unless you're direct playing. It can transcode a couple 1080p's at a time, but if it has to transcode anything in 4K, it's not having it. So I am going to build a new server and just use the NAS drive for the storage and point that to the server. But it's a great NAS drive. I have no issues with it. It's rock solid, runs well. Sam Hanna says, where's my code? It's coming, my man. I'm going to start doing some giveaways soon. I also hooked up some people with Easy TV 3 months in the last show. I'm going to do that again in this show. What's up, Serena? Yes, just listen for now if you're driving. Don't crash. Clutch says, if I get Premium Eyes, do I still need to keep Real Debrid? You don't need to keep either of them, really. It's the more you have, obviously, the more links you're going to have, the more options. But if it's all about budget. If you can afford to get them both, that's like a total of probably around $10 a month. But if you have them both, you're pretty much gonna find whatever you want. I also have Easy News because they gave me a deal on Easy News. Easy News is very expensive. It's a Usenet thing. It's a news group, right? I think it's something crazy like $25 a month for unlimited. But it's kind of like torrenting without torrenting when you look at it that way. You can search for anything inside of there and just download it directly. So it's great for like building Plex libraries and things like that. But you get a very fast download because you're actually not torrenting. You don't need to load up a VPN to use it. I'll do some shows on that later. But I had it a few years ago too, and maybe like close to 3 years ago was the last time I had it. And that's why they sent me the offer, because I let it run out because I just wanted to try it. And it was really good. It's been around a long time anyway. And it gave me some great links also, because you can plug that into Gaia. And it gave me some really good links. But they sent me an email and they were like, if you get it, for a year, it's $4.99 a month. So I was like, okay, so it's $60 a year for something and it's the unlimited package. And that's usually, they're charging like I think it's $24.99, it's something crazy like that, 22 or 24. And they were sending it to me, and I could always keep it as long as I didn't let it expire. So I just went, yeah, okay. And I got it. Because I was like, if it's just going to be one charge, I'll figure it out. One charge a year, done. So now I plug all three of those into Gaia, and it's like just steroids. Like I will never not find what I want to watch. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Chris. Christine says, what external hard drive can I connect to my Shield? If you're going to leave it as external, you can connect any USB 3.0 hard drive to the Shield. As long as it's USB 3.0, it should work. If you want to use internal storage, I don't recommend plugging any hard drive in at all. I would use a solid state drive instead, like a Samsung T5. Corey says, how can I use Easy News? I have not messed with Easy News. Like in Kodi, in Kodi, is that what you're talking about? You can use it in Gaia. You can just plug it in. I'm not sure if it's in URL Resolver and Resolve URL as an option, but you can definitely use it in Gaia. But it doesn't work in like APKs. That's really what it's really meant for, is to download things. And to do it, you don't need a VPN. You get a super quick download. You can kind of search just like you'd search for a torrent, and it'll pop up whatever's there, and you just click it and download it. And there's tons of stuff there. DW says $9.95 a month for Easy News. Yeah, but that's not unlimited. So let me find that. It's they have a really interesting plan set up here. So it's Usenet plans and plan comparison. So that's for 1 gig. Or let me see. You're getting the big gig plan is $9.99, and that's on sale right now. But see, it says first 3 months. And if you look at the top, it's $29.94. They're giving it to you for $9.99 for the first 3 months, and then it goes up to $29.94 a month. And that is giving you do get a VPN with it, which is very cool. But your web data transfer limit is 150 gigabytes. The plan that I ended up getting, because they emailed it to me, was crazy. Let me log in and see exactly what it gives me. Yeah, I have an unlimited annual special offer account. So let me see, view your account. And it's making me log in again to see it. Yeah, unlimited annual $4.99 special offer. I don't have any limit on downloads or any of that stuff. So that's good. So it's even better than the gig one. But from my understanding, if you get a plan from them, eventually they'll send you the offer. I think they sent it to me because I used to have one and I didn't go back for a while, and then they sent me the offer, and when I saw it I was like, well, it's way cheaper, so I'll just get it. I could show it to you guys. You guys want to see how it works on like Gaia? I could plug Easy News in there. But it's really about downloading. So like, hang on a second. If I just go over to, whoops, that's the wrong one, right here. So like I'm in my Easy News right now, and it almost looks like a torrent, bar. I'm on basic. I can go to advanced, and I can put in keywords and all kinds of stuff. But if I just go to basic, right, and I search for, I don't know, let's see, we'll do this. And it's under video, search. You get pictures of what it looks like. So it says HD cam, blah, blah, blah. So you can, it looks just like you're kind of finding, it almost looks like torrents, but it's not. And if you click it, it'll just download it. So if I do, so there's season 8, episode 1 French. Season select, you'll get whole seasons you can find. There's 1080p Blu-ray. So there's like so much stuff on here. That's mainly what it's used for, and you would just download it yourself. but it can be used in Gaia for sure, and it works pretty damn good. um, so that's that. Let me go back to here. Uh, Dirty Harry says, "Are you a direwolf fan like that cap?" Absolutely. All I know is I mean, aside from Cersei, I'm a Lannister fan now. I think Jaime's redeemed himself. I think Tyrion's always been a great character. Um, I'm a fan of Daenerys. I'm a fan of Jon Snow. So yeah, but I guess my two favorite, the most honorable house is definitely the Stark house. Um, but yeah, I got all I have the Targaryen hat, I have this hat, and I have a Lannister hat as well. But I buy hats just because they match different things. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'm definitely a direwolf fan. What do we got here? Dab Design says, "Is there any way to tell what version the APK for EasyTV is on the Supreme APK site? Hard to tell when I need to update." You don't need to update it at all. It's up there. It's gonna work. If there's a new update, we'll change it. Like it's right now, the main one says EasyTV new. Or no, it says EasyTV main. So if there's an update, the next version, we'll make a notation of it in the name on the top. And you can also tell. Here's another way to tell. I'll show you right now. So let me go back to this here. Oops, sorry. You can see the date, last modified. So it's March 11th. All these were on March 11th. So when this date changes, you'll know that it's a new version of each of these. So if there was ever a new version of Perfect Player, the date will change. Uh, Ever a new version of the main app, that's the Smarters app, date will change. XCIPTV, date will change. So that's the best way, just to know. But like this will probably say Easy TV new main or something like that afterwards. Um, we'll make a notation of it along with the date change. So that's probably the best way. Am I seeing Avengers this weekend? No, I'm gonna skip it this weekend. I think the Game of Thrones episode is enough for me this weekend. I don't want to watch Avengers and Game of Thrones. I'll probably go during the week for Avengers. Rick Coder says, "Did an upgrade on Orion and now all my links fail? Have Premiumize and Debrid. Are your Premiumize and Debrid links both failing? And your Orion links? Like, is nothing showing up, or what's happening there? I need more info to answer that question." Oops, it jumped me down a little bit. All right, so Chuck has an interesting question. He says, "If I currently use a 3.0 USB drive for internal storage on my Shield and want to switch to a SSD, what would be the process?" All right, you have two USB ports on the Shield. And what I would do is plug your new SSD into the other port, format it as internal storage, and then you're going to be able to go to each of your apps and make sure that it's on that storage so you can transfer it from one to the other. Then once you know no more apps are on your hard drive, then I would shut the Shield off, unplug the hard drive, or just make it go to sleep, whatever, it's fine. Unplug the hard drive from the back and just leave the SSD. That's the easiest way to make sure that you don't have to reset things up or lose your data. Chuck T, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. So Sam, I think Sam Hanna is asking me if it's okay to download from Real to Brid. It is. You won't. You're not torrenting. You can download from there, and you shouldn't get any notice from your ISP. You're using a secure connection into Real to Brid, so it should be fine. I've downloaded plenty of things from there before. Never had a problem. Yes, Dylan, we are back. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Corey's saying something about a reconnects in 3 seconds playback error on easy. Is that on all the channels or just some channels? We're back, Teddy. Oh, okay. So on the main preview screen, so that's normal. It depends on the first channel at the top of each list is usually not a channel. You got to go down and select another channel. That it doesn't want to make it automatically play TV. Sometimes like the pay-per-view section, sometimes like that won't work. But I think one of the channels works, like national, like U.S. national channels or whatever it's called. I think automatically plays the channel, but on the top, the very first line is usually not actually a channel, it's just words. But it still tries to play it because that's just the way the app behaves. Just scroll down to another channel and click on it, like the channel you actually want to watch. Yeah, it's Smarter's based, Chris. I mean, but we have Smarter's, XCIPTV, a perfect player option. There's different options on apps to use. Try to have a bunch of different versions there. Yeah, Rick, I mean, it sounds like it could be an ISP issue or it could be a Cloudflare issue. I would say if you have a VPN or you can connect through a hotspot on your phone, try that and see if you get the same problems. Or if they play just fine, then it's probably one of those two things that are creating the issue for you. Dax asking about best music add-on currently available for Leia. I'm honestly not sure. I don't listen to Kodi music through Kodi at all, really. But if Juggernaut is still in here, he might know. I gave up on Kodi music a long time ago. It was just too much hassle. All right. So it looks like we kind of topped out since YouTube is spread out a bit. We're at about 87 people now, according to my screen. That's a good question, Shine. And Isham too. Yes, Easy is a paid service. Any special reason most IPTV links are from PS View? It's just something that's easy to capture and keep running. So almost all services seem to have a lot of PS View these days. It used to be a lot of Roku. There's still some Roku going on, but easier to capture than like trying to go through a cable box. You can do that, but that requires some more hardware. Corey said, I got Optimum. They said I can only use a 16 channel modem. So if you can only use 16 channels, then you're going to need a SB6183, I believe it is. It's the Aris Surfboard SB6183. If it can only be 16. I believe that's right. Let me look in the Amazon store real quick. Yeah, Chris is confirming that. Or you can use the Netgear. I believe it's the N600. Either of those would work fine. Pretty sure it's the 600 model of the Netgear modem. Is Easy TV a guide? No, it's an actual service. Like it has channels in it that you can watch. It does have a guide, but I don't like the guide. I prefer to actually go, and it doesn't matter what service. If it's a Smarters based service, I hate the guide. I hope in a future update they make that better. I usually just go to the live TV section, and on each channel you can see like a few hours ahead what's coming up next. I just use that instead of the long guide because the long guide jumps around too much. Uh, Yasher L says, "Is there a new titanium, and what is a good add-on or build for pay-per-view boxing UFC?" Well, there's titanium is still here in the Supreme Builds Wizard. We have it for Cody 18 and for Cody 17. There really is no good build for pay-per-view, like to watch live anymore. You can do it, but it's basically just, gambling. If you're doing that, I would honestly recommend a service that a cheap paid service, something like Easy or Varo or something. You're going to have a much easier time making sure that you're not having to switch links constantly or find a link that's good, because it's just a way too big of an overload on free stuff these days that you take a big gamble if you're trying to watch something live and it's important to you to actually see the whole thing. Curtis Williams, is HD Home Run stable enough to get rid of my boxes, and which ones do I get? HD Home Run, depending on how you get it, works with cable cards. So you can absolutely use it, and it's just as reliable as a cable box because you're still using cable. If you get the over-the-air version of it, where you use an antenna, it's as reliable as that antenna is. But it's definitely reliable. Like, you just have to make sure you have a good antenna and you're getting channels. If you are, then HD Home Run will work fine. You need the HD Home Run Connect if you're doing over the air. If you're trying to still use cable and just save all the fees of their equipment, you get HD Home Run Prime and a cable card. Cable cards I have not seen costing more than $4.99 a month. Fios charges $4.99 a month for a cable card, and that's the most expensive I've seen them. I've seen other services like $2.99 or $3.99. Yasser L says, Sports Devil used to be real good. Yes, a long time ago. The more and more people came, and too many people for it to, for these links to handle. But a long time ago, Sports Devil was great. What's up, Brian? Chuck's asking, what do I know about these game streaming services that are coming out, such as Stadia? Well, Stadia's not out yet, but I'm sure it'll be good. Google has great fast servers. It should work very well. I've used GeForce Now from NVIDIA before for a long time, and that worked very well. I use it right on the Shield. It's available on the Shield. You can stream PC games from their servers straight to your Shield, and it works really good. So I'm a fan of streaming most games, but competitive multiplayer games, I think, could be problematic, no matter how good the server is, unless they make sure that everyone playing together competitively are all streaming off of the server. Like, if someone's got their local PC at home and it's a monster rig and you're able to get into the same lobby as them through Stadia or something like that, I feel like you'd have some more input lag. And in shooting games and stuff of that nature, that little bit of input lag can play a big difference. So that's the only area I see it as being a possible issue. Dab Design says, in Gaia, when scraping, it always shows my premium links at 0, even though I have RD and Premiumize, even when those two return. That's weird. I don't know why it would do that. It should say Debrid, and then it should show you cached, and basically Debrid shows up on every time I search. It's weird. I'm not sure why it's doing that to you. You could try to run through the settings again. Um, Thanks, Larry. I appreciate it. Corey says HD home runs are on sale right now. Are they? On where at? Oh, I should have put that. I actually should have put that on my store, but they probably are because they're coming out with a new Prime box, which I can't wait to get, which is the Prime 6. And yeah, they don't even show the Prime 3 on their website anymore. But the Prime 6 is not out yet. Let me show this to y'all. So here's the Prime 6. It's much smaller than the Prime 3, and it has 6 tuners, whereas the Prime 3 only has 3. So every cable card that you plug into one gives you 6 tuners available. I have 4 cable cards right now because it gives me 12 tuners with the Prime 3. Each one gives me 3 tuners. If I keep my 4 cable cards, I would double to 24 tuners. But this is only for cable card usage. And they're showing you how it works and stuff here. But so 6 tuners. This is the only thing I don't understand why they did with this. It drives me bananas. Why? Why would you make the Ethernet port maximum 100 base? Like, I get it that generally channels aren't that bandwidth intensive, but I have Fios, and Fios does not compress their video because it's all over fiber optic straight to your house, right? So, I've literally had, and this is why I think I almost have to keep the tuners, the extra cards. I could have cut away two. I could probably cut away 1 card and be all right. But with this, with 100 base, I've gotten 20 megabit per second channels, right? That I can see the bandwidth that they're throwing off as I'm watching. So I've got 20 to 22 megabit per second channels going through Fios like on a 1080p link. Well, if you add that up and you have 6 channels, or you're using 6 tuners, you're going to pass your 100 megabit base right there. That's the one thing that really annoyed me. Like, how much money did you save by going to 100 instead of 1000? So I would say that your 6 tuners is probably, if you're on a regular cable, if you have regular cable and not fiber, you might get away with that. I think you probably would be okay because most channels wouldn't pass like maybe 15, or so, 12, somewhere in that range. But on Fios, it makes a little bit of an issue. So that is the only thing that annoys me about that. But the way this stuff works, since a couple people were asking, is you basically plug this into your network on the back. I don't know if there's any more photos of it. There should be, but there isn't. There's a coaxial cable back here, and then there'll be an Ethernet port on the other side. And you plug your cable. This is almost, think of this as the cable box. And you plug your coaxial in the back like you would to a cable box. But instead, there's no connection for your TV. You have an Ethernet connection. The Ethernet comes out and goes into your router. And then now, all of these devices become your cable box. So you can use your Shield, you can use tablets, smartphones. You can just load it right up in their cable boxes. As long as you're on the same network as the Prime, then you're working. So that's how it works. And you can use a NAS drive for your DVR. They're going to give you the thing here, so that your cable comes into your card, out into your router, over to your NAS drive, and then they're showing a Wi-Fi for this, but you could use wireless. You could use a wire to your smart TV or your Xbox or your computer too. It all works. So Curtis says cable card is it depends. Here's the deal, right? When you look at your cable package, right? And let's say whoever you got internet from, if you look them up and you want to get, say, DVR service from them and a cable box and say the best package of channels, that might increase your bill by I don't know, $150 or something. Let's just say if you want maybe one in your bedroom, one box like the DVR in your living room, an extra box in your bedroom that can access the DVR, and they're going to charge you to rent the box every month. They're going to charge you for the DVR service, and they're going to charge you for the channels. Well, they're still going to charge you for the channels, but like in my case, I have Fios. It's $80 a month for all the channels. I have Showtime, HBO, Cinemax, all that stuff. But I also got a credit, and it's like $15 off a month, and it's for the whole time of my commitment. I get with Fios you get like 2-year contracts. So with $80 and 15 off, I'm only paying $65 a month, and then I pay for the cable cards $20 a month because I have 4 of them, $5 for each cable card, so $85. And I share this connection with me and my sister who lives upstairs, and we split the bill. So it's very cheap. It's $42.50 a month, basically. And that's all you pay for because you're not also paying for their DVR. Like Fios DVR service is $22 a month that you pay every month. To rent their boxes is another, the DVRs are like $20 or something like that. And the regular boxes are $10. So I had, because we all share it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cable boxes, 2 of which were DVRs. And when I switched to Prime, to using HD Home Run and use the Primes with the cable cards, I cut off around $160 a month from my bill just because I got rid of their boxes and their services. And I also bought my own my own router because they were charging $10 for the router rental. I did all this stuff and made my bill way lower. So that allowed me to keep cable because I split it with someone else. But I don't buy like, pay-per-views or any of that kind of stuff. I just use stuff like Easy TV for that. But in that case, it's worth it. If you don't want to pay cable at all and you just want to pay internet, you're going to have to get the Connect instead of the Prime, which I'll show you right now. So right here. So here's the new Prime, right? Here's your Connect Duo and Quattro. So your Quattro is 4 tuners, okay? So we're going to go to the Quattro and go to more info. And so this works with an antenna that you have to buy. And on the back of it, you'd plug the antenna in with a coaxial cable, just like anything else. And they probably have a diagram too. So here's your TV broadcast over air. You have your antenna at your house. That antenna signal goes into your Prime, and then it's the same way from there. Whatever channels you get through the antenna, they show up, and they also have a DVR service. So there's a free version which will just show you, I think, 24 hours of program, and it doesn't actually let you record. It's like a guide if you don't pay for it. But then they have a paid version, but the paid is super cheap. It's $35 for a year. I can show it to you probably with no sound, and I don't think I'll get in trouble. So let me just show it to you. It's $35 for a whole year, though, so it's really cheap. It's basically barely more than a month's worth of DVR service. So if I go to my Shield, let me back out of here. Wow, Nord still says it's updating. Let me try to fix that. And that's nonsense. My battery should not be critically low. I just changed them. Garr. I probably got to pop them out and pop them back in, and then it would be fine. But I don't have a little pin here. That's fine. Let me go into apps here and see what the hell's going on, because this is annoying me. It's been telling me all day that my Nord is updating. Update all. Hurry up. I don't know why it's being so weird. Alright, I'll just let them update. While they're updating, I will go, I'm pretty sure, yeah, here's my HD Home Run. Let me make sure I have no volume on here, because I don't want to get in any trouble. But if I click this, right, I'll move myself like somewhere around here. I'll be blocking part of the picture, but that's okay. So Huh. I wonder if they implemented a DRM that's making this not work. See that? Because it knows I'm capturing? No. Okay. I don't know. Something just happened there. That's fine. I thought maybe the app put some kind of DRM in there. It's working fine now. So it shows you what is on, right? And I have no sound, right? I'm going to make sure there's no sound on here. Is there sound? Because if there's sound, I don't want to get in trouble. But you can slide out the guide. It basically works like this. And it gives you like a synopsis of what's on. And as you move the channels, it's going to show you the same time frame for your guide. And this is all over my cable. So I'm using my cable card. That's pretty much how it works. So if you put the guide back away, you can go out far, go back, and then every channel will go the same way. So I can just click on anything and just watching. It's the same as having a cable box. There's really no difference whatsoever. Now, aside from that, you can go over here and this will show you your recorded shows. So I have all these recorded, and you can see like I watched that show because of the line on the bottom there. So that I'll move myself over now because I'm not going to be in the guide's way anymore. So that line underneath it shows that I've watched it, and like my wife has not watched this show yet, so there's no line under it. And that's pretty much that. This one goes in alphabetical order for what you have. I tend to clear this out pretty often so I don't leave too much stuff on here unless I haven't watched it yet, or certain things I might want to go back and watch. You have Discover. This works whether you have regular cable. You'll get the same thing if you pay the $35. It works if you have regular cable or if you have over the air. So with this, you can now discover anything you want that's coming up within the next 2 weeks. It's all listed here. As long as it's airing within the next 2 weeks, you can get it. So you can tell it to show you what's on now, just shows, just movies, or just sports. So if I click just shows, every show that's on over the next 2 weeks is showing up right now. And I could pick one and tell it to record them or whatever. You can search by name up there too. And they have this app. They have an app that works on Xboxes, on Windows, on Android, so you can load it right on any Android device. It's very convenient. So like you see this red dot, it shows that I record the voice. So that's why it's already red. Look, Hot Rod Garage. I want to watch this. So I'm going to say record series. And I can tell it to start a certain amount of time ahead, 1 minute before, because sometimes they're a little wrong, you know. And then I'm going to move over and say 1 minute after to end. Sometimes the guides are a little off if something airs too long. I don't really like that. So there we go. So we're 1 and 1. And then I can say all episodes or just the current season. Current season doesn't mean like next season it won't be current anymore. It just means don't give me anything old. Start from here only. So you see it's in season 6, episode 1. So I'll leave it on current season. And that's how you would record something. It's very easy. And if you want to look at sports, right, I find this even easier than most regular cable guides. Because if you're looking for sports, you can just click it. And you're going to only find... It's not even just showing you channels. Like I have it set to record the NFL, but only Jets games. And it works like that, no problem. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And that's this doing this, the way I do it is technically called cord shaving, not cord cutting. So that's how that works. Shine says, why do you spend money with cable cards when you have IPTV? Because my sister refuses to not have cable. So at the cost that it costs for the two of us to share it at $40-something a month when we split it, it makes it worth it to me just to have, to have it. And she would go nuts without it. And I'm not going to make her pay her own separate bill for it entirely either. So to me, it's like another option. It's like I watch things on IPTV. I watch them on cable. I watch them however. But this is shaving your cord, so you save money. For some people, just can't get rid of cable. It's just how they are. Um, See, Corey has the Quattro with an antenna. Larry Smith says HD Home Run is real good. He likes it. Teddy says, how many channels do you get? I only get 15. If you're using the antenna, it's all about, what actually comes out in your area. Like in New York, you get a lot of channels because I'm like right in New York City. If I put an antenna on my roof, I could have a lot of channels, but you're still not going to get the pay stations, obviously. But I probably would pull like 65 channels or something. I'd probably only watch, 2, 5, 7, 11, and it's all about how far that tower can get to you, and also how good your antenna is at receiving the signal from a further away tower. So you may get a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of locals and stuff like that. Yeah, Corey gets over 62 channels, he says. I agree, Brian. I think Brian says cable companies must change their business completely or become obsolete. The younger customers, less than 40, are fleeing cable on a scale never seen before. That is very true. And that's not going to change. They are trying to change, though, because they're trying to offer streaming services now. They're trying to figure it out. It's going to be a while, but I think eventually they'll make something that's a bit more palatable to people. It's going to take a long time, but they'll kind of figure it out from there. But they're already trying. Even Fios just released IPTV boxes. It still uses their service, but no cable card. It's all digital. Your boxes can all connect via Wi-Fi in your house, so they don't even have to use coaxial cables. Like they're trying all this interesting stuff. It's got voice-activated remotes too. I was looking at it, but I'm not paying them for. They still want me to pay for the box, so I'm not doing it. If the box was free, I would check it out because then I could get rid of the cable cards and I wouldn't necessarily need them. But I'd rather pay $5 a month for a cable card, and I can use my NAS drive as my DVR, than pay a total of close to $50 a month just for a DVR box to rent. That's crazy. The amount they charge is ridiculous. Chris says SWAT is a good show. Yeah, I like SWAT. I mean, I always watched what do you call it? Let me get off of this so I don't get in trouble. I'll back out of that real quick. Yeah, it's still showing Nord updating. That's so weird. But I might have to reboot the Shield to get it to work better. Let me try that real fast. Restart. And while it does that, I will go back to you. I always watched Criminal Minds, so I was a Shemar Moore fan from Criminal Minds, and when I saw he was going to another show, I just said, I'm going to check it out. And I ended up liking it, so. Thank you, DB. DB's wishing me happy birthday. Brian says, is the content the same as cable in your area? Like on the HD Home Run, it is my cable. It's Fios, all the Fios cable channels are there. Whichever package you pay for, it's exactly the same as having a cable box. You're just not paying them for a cable box. Instead, you're only paying for a cable card. And if you're using the antenna, it would be whatever local stations are in your area that the tower can reach to your antenna. Chris says, I have Xfinity streaming app still in beta for $40 and 2 IPTVs. Yeah, I mean, those are the kind of things they're trying to do. Xfinity has a streaming app. DirecTV Now is like $55 a month, and they have a bunch of channels. So they're trying, but it's taking some time to get there for sure. Mongo, thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Curtis Williams, thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. And Mongo wishes me happy birthday. Thank you, Mongo. D-Rup gets 45 channels in St. Louis. Sean says the cable company's pricing structure is easy to change and would make a big difference in his opinion. I agree. I think you should, cable companies should be able to absorb some losses and some gains, just like any business. They should have all the channels that they need to get that people want, and then let people buy a la carte. So they may lose out on some channels, and maybe over time they'll drop those channels if they continuously lose out. But overall, they'd still win. If you can just order only the channels you want, and at a fair price, then I think they get a lot more subscribers back, because you already have to pay them for internet. So, and if you could do it without a box, without extra equipment, streaming in some way, great. I think you get a lot more subscribers. Dirty Harry asks, which build is lightweight on SB? They're all pretty light, honestly. Supremium is the lightest one, but it needs an update. All of them work out to at most like 200 and change megabytes on once they're fully unzipped and on the system. Chuck asks, how do I go about trying Easy TV? We kind of went over that in the beginning. You just got to join the Telegram group, which there is a link for on the Supreme Builds Facebook. I think I still have the link right here. Let's see. I do. I just put the link in there. You need Telegram to do it. So first install Telegram on your phone. Even if you install Telegram on your phone, you can search Supreme Builds in Telegram and you'd finally find that. You'd probably find that. What is Jugs saying? What are you canceling, Jugs? Did I miss what Jugs was saying? Oh, he's canceling the show? I was going to slide over there right when this one ended. I was going to end this at 7 so that he could start his and then slide in there for a bit. But if he's canceling, I mean, I could probably stay on until like 7:30. I could run this one a little longer if we got questions and stuff. I'm not sure what's going on with yours there, Rick, but my Gaia is working great. I would say uninstall Gaia and reinstall it and just run through the settings again, because if it's giving you some kind of issue and you can't figure it out, then I would do that. Is there an app to watch live Super Rugby? Isham's asking. IPTV is probably your best bet with some sort of international plan. I'd try that first, I think, because I don't think that there's actually a rugby streaming app, not that I know of. So Wayne brings up a good point. I've got the DRM stuff playing directly with the HD Home Run Prime software, but not on Titanium. It won't, because the HD Home Run Kodi add-on does not allow for DRM playback. So you can't watch DRM channels in Kodi. You have to use the app. It won't even work in Plex. Like Plex allows you, if you have a Plex Pass, to watch your TV, and it won't work either. It only works in the Channels app on the Shield and in the HD Home Run actual app. There's only 2 Android places that you could watch it. And it works on all Windows devices with DRM channels. But in Kodi, you won't get DRM. Maybe in the future they'll implement it, but because Kodi 18 actually has DRM implementation available to it, but the HD Home Run Kodi add-on is not set up for DRM. So Yasser L says, what if you have a prepaid Wi-Fi service, no actual cable, just a Fire Stick? What's the best option for live TV and movies? Real Debrid inside of see live TV for your movies, and if you not live, if you want, you can watch TV shows shortly after they air. I would go with like Cinema HD or TV Zion app, get that installed, and get a Real Debrid subscription at the very least, or Premiumize, or both. And if you're using Premiumize, you'd need TV Zion. That's going to be the easiest way. It's even easier than Kodi to use, or just Gaia in Kodi. Those would be my top options for that. But for live, you need some sort of IPTV service like Easy or Gears or Vader or Varo. There's a bunch of them. Chris asks, what county am I in? I'm in Queens, in New York City, in Queens County. What type and how many miles antenna would you recommend? I'm not 100% certain as far as which brand I would go with, but I feel like there are some that are highly recommended on some web. I researched it for a while, but I don't remember. But I seen the outdoor antennas seem to work a lot better than most indoor antennas, because indoor antennas, you're just a lot harder to receive reception. It depends where you are too. Like on my first floor, if I was putting it in this window right here and I had a indoor antenna, it would probably be fine. It wouldn't be so bad. But you can't put it in a basement. You could, I guess, but your signal is not going to be the best, most likely. So, but anything with just look at the range. Longer range is always better. You're going to have the opportunity to pull more channels. I didn't really give too much of an update on this My Studio, Mongo. Yes, and also Curtis, I can add HD Home Run to the store. I'll make a section for that. And Corey says, hold on. If I get HD Home Run with the cable card, all I have to do is call up the cable company and get service. Okay, so you're asking for your sister. What she has to do is call the cable company. She has to say, I want to get a package of channels, look at their channel packages, and I want it with a cable card. And they're going to send her a cable card in the mail that will give her access. Then you plug that into the Prime, plug it into the network, and off you go. It's pretty simple. So the studio is coming along pretty well, Mongo. May 7th, Fios is coming to install all my new wiring and make sure that the internet comes in to the studio first. So that's a Tuesday. So the weekend after that, I should probably have my first show down there. So that's going to be like, I don't know, May 8, 9, 10, 11. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, probably May 11th would be the first show down there is what I'm hoping for. I still won't have all of my new equipment, but I'll at least be down there. I'll be down there with this equipment and more spacious and able to do a few more things. So that'll be good. And then I'll start adding more equipment in as time goes on. So Brown Planet says, got the Action Tech ECB 6200 from your Amazon page. I have Fios. Why when I connect the coax TV STB from Action Tech to my TV, I lose my data and DVR? Because that thing never worked. I don't know if it works on the whatchamacallit. If it works on the Motorola branded one, but on this, you have to go coax in. And before the coax in, you get a splitter. On the Amazon store, I put the splitters there. So you put a splitter that you plug your cable wire into, and then it gives you two outputs. And in this box with this, there's two shorter cables. So you screw in both to the two outputs on the splitter. One of them goes into coax in here, and the other one goes into your cable box or your TV or however you have it set up. That'll work. But if you try to go out from this, it doesn't work. I don't know why. It never has. but that's the only thing. So you just need a splitter. The splitter goes before this. This should technically be a splitter according to what it says, but it doesn't work properly. I have not tested the Motorola ones, but I'm going to get probably a 2-pack and try to use them in the studio area and see how those work. Because I heard that the Motorola's are cross-compatible with these and work fine as well. So I'll see if they work that way, but you just need a little splitter. Mongo says Marathon makes a sweet outdoor antenna. Corey says Antop by 400 or BV 400. So some people are recommending some models in here. What's up, Matt Travis? I'm glad your team won. So Brian asked, does Spectrum offer use of HD Home Run? They should. All you have to do, all you need to use HD Home Run is a cable card. You just gotta call Spectrum and ask them if you can order a cable card. If they'll sell you a cable card or they're gonna rent you one, really. But I'm pretty sure Spectrum does. I heard rumors that one company was trying to not do cable cards anymore, but actually by law, there's like a rule that says they have to allow you to use your own equipment. I'm not sure if net neutrality changed that aspect of it, but you definitely should be able to. I would say 99% yes, Brian. And then you can look at what their cable card rental fee is. It shouldn't be more than $4.99 max. And that way you don't have to get any of their boxes. You just buy a TV package, cable card, throw it in a Prime, and away you go. The hard part is getting the Prime 300 because it's not even on their website anymore and the 600 is not out yet. So HD Home Run is in a weird space right now when it comes to cable because they haven't released the 600 and it's hard to buy the 300. And Chris says you have to check the range to nearest tower. That will let you know what type of antenna you need. I have no idea how to do that because I don't mess with antennas, but that is good advice from someone that knows. How would I install Gaia straight to the Shield without Kodi? You can't. Gaia, you need Kodi and then install Gaia and Kodi. Gaia is just a Kodi add-on. There's no app for it. Aaron says Premiumize is awesome. I agree. Wayne says I bought a Hisense TV and was able to add HD Home Run and Titanium and got rid of my Verizon box. It's easy for my lady to use. Thanks for your recommendations. You are welcome. I'm glad to help out. And yeah, Verizon is a great service. Like Fios is like the best internet, I feel, but their cable TV pricing, the channels package isn't bad. Like the price for the channels itself. But the boxes are insane and the amount they charge, like I feel like they're higher than most other cable companies too. To rent the box every month, to pay for the DVR every month. Like if you have Quantum TV, it was like I had 2 DVRs. It was like $50 a month in DVR fees, and I was paying $40 for 2 DVR boxes plus $10 for another $50 for regular boxes. It was crazy. I was just looking at it, I'm like, that's insane. I can't even. Ray got a pop-up warning saying viewer discretion is advised. Why? That is strange. Rick, if I missed your super chat earlier, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Chuck as well, if I missed you. I was answering so many questions I didn't get to see that. I know I thanked Mongo and Curtis. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not sure why I did not mark this stream for any adult content. That's bizarre, but okay. Fladnag says, how do I put into YouTube a time and date for me to go live? Well, the first thing you need to do with that is on the bottom when you need to go to the Creator Studio, and it'll say beta, right? You have to click on the beta for whatever reason. Then on the bottom of the beta, there's an option to use Classic Studio. That's what I do. And it brings you up, why do you want to use it? I just say I have an urgent task. Because on the left, it'll say live streaming once you go back to the Classic Studio. And you can do events. You go to where events are, and that's going to let you schedule. It's much harder to find in the new beta studio for live streaming. It's weird. Wayne, I guess you're saying you got your Prime 3 on eBay? Because, yeah, it's getting them new is crazy. Like, it's like impossible now that everyone's run out. And that's good to know that the Prime 3 on eBay is 100 to 150, because when I get the 6s, I'll just sell my 3s on eBay. Dylan Wiley also says there is a website like Antenna Web where it can predict the antenna you need by elevation and distance. That's cool too. And Corey says the FCC website has a tool to see the nearest towers. Thank you, Matt. Have a good night. Shine says Altice Fiber is superior to Fios. Look into it if you can get it. I'm not really sure about that. I've never seen it, but Fios is damn good. Let me check it out. Altice Fiber. It's the same thing. They're saying Fios can't match it right on their website. I have no idea why. It's 1 gig service, so it's going to be the same thing. At the end of the day, your speed is your speed. Let's see. I want to see this little commercial. Yep, Wayne said the same thing. Fiber is fiber. It's just a commercial. I guess they're just trying to, make a name for themselves, but it's really weird. It says, oh, it's from Optimum. I wouldn't trust it at all. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, they're making this some weird thing, something about Wi-Fi that they're offering or whatever that I guess Fios doesn't. Fios offers the Orbi actually as a router now. So, yeah, Altice bought Optimum. That's or maybe the other way around, because it says Altice Fiber only at Optimum. So maybe Optimum bought Altice. But I mean, listen, the more fiber that's around, the better. I ain't knocking them. If everyone should have the ability to have fiber, it's a great internet experience, way better than anything else. Dean asks, have I tried any more speed testing with NordVPN, searching for a particular P2P server on the Shield? Not on the Shield as far as searching, but I have searched for it on the phone and then searched on the Shield, and I was able to find it. So it's wonky, but it works. If you got AT&T Shine, I think the best thing is when they come, before they start, ask them if the modem can be placed. It's going to be probably a modem and router combo, and ask them if it can be placed in bridge mode so that it only acts as a modem. It's going to be the best I think you can do on AT&T. You can ask them if you could use your own router, like if you could buy your own router and replace theirs, but they're probably going to say no. I've never seen anyone able to use AT&T fiber with fully their own equipment, but I have heard of some people able to put it in bridge mode. The phone rep says you could. Maybe they up. I mean, it's been a while since I've had it. It's probably about a year since the last time I tried to help somebody with AT&T fiber. Oh, it's not Uverse. Okay, so maybe you can. Well, the ONT is the modem on FiOS, Wayne, but however AT&T Uverse worked, it was bizarre. They had a modem router combo that I was trying to help a couple of people with it. It was bizarre. See, Chuck says he has AT&T, had to put it in bridge mode, DMZ mode, and use Nighthawk X6 router, and now he has no problems. I used to, DW says, check out Vapor for Life. I used Vapor for Life for years, for a long time. I just ended up going to Jules because they were just even easier and I could buy them anywhere. But I used Vapor for Life. I had the mods at one point, the bigger ones. I've been vaping for, man, I don't know, probably close to 10 years now. Something like that. All right, guys, what are we up to? We are already at an hour 33. It's time to do some premiumized giveaways. Oh, Dean, let me answer that question real quick. There's all this craziness about Mobdro that's going around. What is being said is completely blown out of proportion. They're not stealing anybody's Wi-Fi passwords. What was happening is the new version of Mobdro app, right, was able to turn off ads. But there's a whole disclaimer on it, and it says if you turn off ads, you become a member of a network. And that network, basically they can use your device sort of like in a bridge mode with a bunch of other devices to help the traffic move along. Brian, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Happy birthday super chat. Thank you, Brian. But that's only if you opted to turn off the ads. But they're not stealing anything. You're giving them permission when you turn off the ads to add your device into a network of devices. But they're not stealing your passwords or anything. It was blown out of proportion. Do I think it's a great idea? No, I just leave the ads on. I don't really like the idea of it, but they're not stealing your stuff. People just went too far. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. All right, guys. This is what we're going to do. We're going to play a game. I did it earlier. We'll play some more games right now. And I got a bunch of premiumized codes to give out. We got to keep it orderly. I don't know if I have any. I don't know who's still here. Ray, you still here? Ray's my last mod that was typing. I may need Ray to help me out. If not, I'll have to do it myself. I think Trooper ended up probably on another show helping someone else out. All right, I'll do it myself because Ray's not answering, so maybe she left too. All right, here's the deal. If you type before I type, it doesn't count. So I will say go in the chat box and only messages after that will count, right? And then I will say stop, and messages after that will not count. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'll take care of it myself with no mods. So here we go. It's premium. I'll start with premiumized codes. I'll ask a question, okay? And I'm going to watch the answers. And the first 5 people to answer correctly will get a premiumized code to use premiumized for 3 days. Check it out. So we'll do that. That'll be the first one. And I may do that again and ask another question and do another 5. And when the people that win, I'm going to make them moderators for a moment in time. It makes it easy for me to see their what they type because it shows up different in the chat. And those people that win, once I make them a moderator, I'll say it out loud. Just go and type your email address. And then I'm going to send you an email with the code. Everybody got it? Thank you, Ed. Let me go into my email so I'm ready to send out emails quickly. All right, I'm there. All right. I will ask first question. It will be a streaming related question. First 5 people to answer the question correctly win. And I will type stop. If you happen to get the answer in before I type stop and then it becomes 6 people, that's cool. Anyone that answers it before I type stop gets it in. But don't start answering until I type start. Here's your question. My favorite add-on, which is Gaia, was formerly known as what before it became Gaia? Done. That was an easy one. I typed stop typing. You guys were too late. Six people ended up getting it before I could type stop, so there's 6 winners. Android again? Oh my goodness. He's gonna get he won 3 codes earlier, so he's gonna have 12 days. Alright. So StreamGoat, it appears that I forgot to take away your wrench earlier, so you're still a mod. So you can go ahead and type your email in. Lou, you are now a mod. You can type your email in. Bama Fan, you can type your email in. Celtic Lad, you can type your email in. Gary Riz, you can type your email in. Android, I already have your email because I sent you so many, so you're good. All right, here comes some codes. Bama Fan, I'm sending yours right now. Done. StreamGoat sent. Gary sent. Lou sent. Celtic sent. And StreamGoat, we emailed earlier, but I don't remember which one was your email. Can you put your email in, StreamGoat? Because I know I sent you an email earlier, but I sent so many now I can't remember which one it was. And Android, I'll send you right now, because I've emailed you like so many codes already. Here comes another one for you. Sent it to you, Android. Thanks, Gary. Chris. Thanks, Lou. StreamGoat, shoot your email over. Who is starting in 45? I thought Jug said he was canceling. Is he still canceling? So if he's not canceling, I'm running out of time. Clutch is working with Gaia and Premiumize. Yeah, man. I love Premiumize on Gaia is sweet. Yeah, but you just won another code, StreamGoat. I just don't remember which email was yours, because you just answered the bubbles. Or did I send you a code, you mean? You already put your email this time and I sent it to you? Oh, you did. Whoops, sorry. I was about to give you 2 codes. That's an honest man. He's like, I already got my code. Okay. So I'm not sure if Jugs is going. Fladnag, you on? Let me message Jugs, because if he's going, I'll switch over to an Easy TV one. I don't want to. Let me see if I can get Jugs here. I used to vape on a mod, Brian. But I got bored and old and decided to just use pods. Let me try to message Jugs real quick. Okay, yeah, Jugs is canceling. All right, so he's canceling. So I'll stay on. So we're good. Uh, Edwin said he didn't get his code. You didn't answer in time. I got everybody between the start and stop. Let me see. Start. Yeah, you didn't answer at all. Wayne's answering wire questions. You guys want another wire question? I did some wire questions earlier in the day. Chris is like, no wire questions. Dylan's been dying for GOT trivia since this morning. I'll give you a GOT question. Clutch wants more sports questions. All right. Well, I did one streaming question. I'll do one streaming question, one GOT question, one sports question for the premium eyes, and then I'll come up with something for the easy. Sandy Thomas says GOT. All right. Let me think of a sports question. We'll do sports first. Lionheart's asking, what is Premiumize? It's another service that's similar to Real Debrid. It has a few more options for ways to use it. Like you can use it in Usenet groups too, for downloading things. Attach it to indexers. It has more 4K than Real Debrid, but it's pretty similar. It also comes with a bundled VPN you can use. Wayne says I should ask, what is Wayne's favorite sport? All right. Good sports question. Let's see. The last sports question I did was on baseball. I did that in the earlier show. So let's move over to football. Can try football. Oh, I did a UFC question too in the first show. Matter of fact, what about a boxing question? Celtic, thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. How about a boxing question? You guys boxing fans, a good portion of you? I'm going to do a couple of 3-month easy accounts, Sarah. Some people yes, some people no. Wayne's like, Mike Tyson, that's it. It's the only one I know. Let me make sure the answer to my question is correct. But I have a good boxing question. I want to make sure that I'm not wrong here, but let me just double check this. I'm almost positive this is right. Gary says, ask me if I'm right. All right. Here's the question. I'm 99.9% sure that this is correct, and I'm trying to look it up. Hold on, I can look it up real quick, actually. I just remembered a site. Yep, I was right. Okay. Here we go. Remember, don't start typing until I say start, and anything typed after I say stop will not count. Boxing question. Who is the only man to defeat Thomas the Hitman Hearns twice? Go ahead. Oh, this is a good one. This is hilarious. I love this. Rocky Balboa. That's funny. Wow. All right. I think I have to stop it because it's going to take forever. This is funny. Go ahead. I'll let it go for like 5 more seconds. All right. That's it. I'll count you, Christine. The answer is Iran Barkley because Christine makes 5. There were 4 people that said it before her, and there was going to be 5. So Christine counts 2. Iran Barkley is the only man to beat Tommy Hearns twice. Sugar Ray Leonard beat him and had a draw with him. Duran beat him once. Hagler beat him once. But I think Bama fans said it twice too, right? Yeah. Well, he spelled it wrong the first time, but yeah. So really only 4 people got it right when I count Christine. Oh, man. It's funny because Iran Barkley's manager when I was a kid was a friend of my father's. So we used to end up like hanging out with Iran Barkley. It's kind of funny back in the day when I was a little kid. Yeah, it took forever. Cruisin said that was nuts. Cruisin got it, though. I saw he was one of the people that put it. All right, so let me go to the top where I said start, and I'll make everyone a mod that said Barkley. It took forever for someone to say Barkley. Oh, man. So, Bama fan is a mod. You can put your email. I know you just gave it to me before if you won, but just put it again because I send out too many and I won't remember who's who. Cruisin had Barkley. You are now a mod. Cruisin, you can put your email. Celtic, you said Barkley, but you weren't sure because you said Sugar Ray later. But yeah, you're back as a mod again. Send me your. I'll remember yours, but just send it to me. It's easier for me to copy and paste it than. Uh, Bama's there twice. And then the last one would be, well, I'll do the one after Christine because Christine's technically fourth. So whoever said it right after Christine will also get it. Curtis. You're a mod now, Curtis. So that makes 5. Give me 5 emails, guys. All right. Good thing you guys can stack these codes, whoever wins more than one. Got question coming up next, guys. All right, Bama fan, I sent it. Cruising, I sent it. Whoops. And this one. Celtic sent. Christine sent. One more person I said could get it. Who was it? After Christine, because that would have made 5. Hang on. It was Curtis Williams. Send me your email again, Curtis. Yep, send it. Did you type it yet? Send it to me. Right now it's premiumized codes, Ed, and then after this next question for premiumized codes, I'm gonna go over to some Easy TV 3-month subs. It's the Supreme Build's birthday giveaway. Since it's my birthday, I'm giving away to you guys. Dirty Harry, yes. Premiumized right now, as far as APKs, works in TV Zion, and it works in Kodi. It's great in, whatchamacallit. It's great in Gaia. I love it in Gaia. All right. And last one goes to Curtis here. And that's sent. All right, so I got them all. I sent yours, Android, for the last question. Does TV Zion have better links? Someone said, I wouldn't say it necessarily has better links. They're pretty similar, but TV Zion has more links if you have premium eyes. And maybe it might be better as free links. They're about equal. Those are the two I recommend. Zion and Cinema are both really good. I mean, other ones are good too, but I find that those are my two favorites. The reason I like those the most is because they're not just terrarium clones. Chris said, "Could I set an auto reminder after this question?" But I don't like the ones that are just terrarium clones, really. I like that there's original development going on between Cinema and Zion. And a lot of updates. So that's cool. All right. Let me think of a quick got question for you guys. And then we'll move on to easy TV giveaways. So, a good got question. See, I kill myself when I look. I try to look online to help me with questions because they mix questions from the books and the shows, and a couple of them are, Stream Goat, they canceled Punisher. No, it will not be a spoiler question. I mean, I'll try not to make it a spoiler question, but, it won't really be a crazy spoiler if it is a question, but any question is going to have an answer, so you'll know one thing about the show. But Tony said, what did Lee post a pic with him on it? All right. Let's go with... See, I'm trying to think of a question that won't be too big of a spoiler, but also isn't ridiculously simple. Well, Disney has the rights to it, but they haven't said that they're going to make a Punisher show, like a continuation of it. Not that I saw. And if they do, I find it hard to think that it would be anywhere near as gritty as a Netflix version. What is got? Got is Game of Thrones. Let's go with... I could do Walking Dead questions too, Clutch. I'll do a Walking Dead question for an easy giveaway. It's hard to pick a question. Okay, I got one. Here's the got question. Don't type the answer until I type start. Okay? Music industry question, like who killed Tupac? That's a tough answer because you... All right. Here's the question. Wait till I type start and then you answer it. The question is, what is the name of Joffrey's Valerian steel sword in Game of Thrones? What did he name it? Wayne said Excalibur. Fred. Now you guys are a lot of you guys are mixing up swords. Remember, it's Joffrey's sword. Next level. Thank you for the happy birthday super chat. Done. All right, so it was Widow's Wail, and at least 5 of you got it. I think it might be like 6. We're done, guys. We're done. I typed stop. So we're gonna go up to start. A lot of people said Oathkeeper. Oathkeeper is the sword. I think that's Jamie. That's the sword Jamie gave to Brienne, I believe. They made that out of Ned's sword when they melted it down. Along with Widow's Wail, actually. Alright, so Doug Peter gets it. Doug, you can type your email. You're now a moderator for a moment. And somebody had the question. Sarah also got it. So Sarah, you can type your email. Somebody put in what he thought, Heart Eater or something like that. He was going to name it Heart Eater, but he didn't. That was one of the ones that he was choosing, like before he decided on Widow's Wail. Dean, you are a moderator. Type your email. Chris, you are now a moderator. Type your email. Celtic, you are very close. Oh, Dean did it twice. Okay. So, Dean, I've already made you a mod. Chris, you are very close. Dirty Harry, you got it. I'll make you a mod. You can type your email. And that was it before stop. Okay. All right, so let's start with Doug. He's got his first email in there. I'll send these emails out real quick. And then we will move on to easy TV giveaways. Let me get into the panel here. All right, Doug, I sent it. Sarah, I sent it. Chris sent. Oh yeah, Heart Eater was the sword Joffrey used during Blackwater Battle. Was it? Yeah, he had that one first. He got a. I remember he. I thought he was gonna name it Heart Eater. That's yeah. I got that confused, but Widow's Wail's the one that he had made for him. That was the one he made after they made out of Ned's sword, I think, right? After they melted down Ned's sword, it was Oathkeeper and Widow's Wail. And Dean. Hang on, I'm going to send Dean's. Dirty Harry, type your email if you haven't already. If you have, you're okay. I haven't gotten down that low yet. Dean is sent. Sandy, did you make it before stop? I don't remember. Actually, you were after, but I just realized so was Dirty Harry. So what the hell? I'll give you one too. Go ahead, Sandy. Type your email. There's Dirty Harry's. I'll show you guys how to use the code as soon as I finish this, and then we'll go do easy. I'll go onto the website and show you guys how to do it. Let me make sure I copy that for Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry sent. And whoops. Sandy sent. All right, we're all sent on that. So let me go to the website just to show you guys how to do this. So when you go, you're going to have to, hang on. I'm going to go here. All right, so here's the website. If you don't have an account, you'll have to sign up. So when you click there, it's going to ask you to put your email address and password in and all that or whatever, right? And hold on. Once you're in and you have that, you sign in, and it's premiumize.me. That's the website. All right, so you sign in. I have a link for it below, so you can just click the link. It's in the affiliate links. You can to make the account is free, right? When you go in, all right, if you're on a computer, you just go to, let me show you this. Right here, redeem voucher. Okay, this is the main page right after you log in. Okay, And that's where you would click. On a phone, you have to click on the account button on the phone. It's like on the side. And then you can redeem voucher on the account. And that's it. That's all you got to do. And you just type in that code in the redeem voucher box and you're good to go. So that each code will give you 3 days. So I would say hold the code, use it. I mean, today's a great day to use it. If you're home all weekend and you want to check it out, go ahead. If not, maybe wait till next Friday or whenever you're off from work or whatever the case may be. Go ahead and load the code in and stream away. And Dylan said, here's the Walking Dead question. Where did Maggie go? She went to another TV show. I like Sarah Hancock's. Who's Judith's father? All right. I'm going to do some easy TV, guys. Now, understand this. When it comes to easy TV, what's going to happen is you're going to have to respond to my email because I'm going to email the winner. We're going to do the same thing. We'll do start stop, and I'm going to respond to the winner with an email asking them what they want their username and password to be, and if they would like adult channels or no adult channels. So you're going to have to respond to that email saying, username, whatever you want, password, whatever you want, yes adult, no adult, whatever it is that you choose. Because you can have either or, it doesn't matter. It's just a preference if you want them or you don't. Some people got kids, they don't want those channels there. Other people are adults, live by themselves, they want them, whatever, doesn't matter. I don't care, whatever you want. All right, so let's do easy. So you guys got it, same deal, except you have to respond to my email in order to complete the setup. I can't just give you a code or anything like that. I need to know what you want to use to sign in. And before we even start, okay, I'm going to show you the website. You can use Puffin TV browser if you're on a Shield or whatever you need. Let's go over here. All right, so it's supremebuilds.com/APKs. This is regular. You can do https:// and now you're secured in there. So it's either HTTP or HTTPS, depending on how you want to connect. It will accept either or. And you're going to get this when you go to supremebuilds.com/APKs. And then from here, you're going to click IPTV, paid, easy TV, and main is the Smarters app. This is a perfect player app. This works on Windows. It's like a Windows installer, exe. XCIPTV is another version of the app. And there's a Spanish version. I highly suggest using the Smarters app. XCIPTV had been having some issues. We were supposed to get an updated version of that. And I just can't stand Perfect Player anymore. It's so old and worn out. But you can try that if you want. But this one works great. I use it all the time on the Shield. It's just Smarters. No problem with it. It's all good. And I have a video on how to adjust settings on Smarters if you're having an issue on the channel too. So you can always follow that as well. All right, so that's how you're going to get there. And that will, Sarah says, do the easy stack. I'll tell you what. If you win, I'm going to do probably two. Let's see, it's 7:24. I can't go too long. I got to leave soon. I'm going to do 2 easies right now. All right. If you win them both, then it'll stack. You'll get 6 months if you actually win them both. But this is only going to be first answer is right. Only one person wins. All right. So let me just double check my messages here. And I actually have to go pick my wife up shortly, so I can't stay much longer. All right, so that's how you get it. Okay, it's supremebuilds.com/APKs. Then you click on IPTV, click on paid, click on easy. And if you're on your device, when you're doing this, you just click on any of these, they'll download, and then you can install it. All right. Okay, so let's go back to here. And I'll ask I'll ask a Walking Dead question. So let's do trying to think of that I have a question. Okay. It's not a hard question. I'm going to do this for the Walking Dead question, actually. I was going to look for something a little harder. It's not hard. Just the first person to get it after I type start wins. Which main character in The Walking Dead is not in the comic books ever? Go. And that's so funny. All right, stop. Michael, you're right, because he said Norman Reedus, but that's not his name on the show. So the winner is Ed. He said Daryl. Daryl is not in the comic books, and Daryl is in the show. So Ed, you are the winner. 3 months of easy. First easy giveaway. Ed E. Go ahead, Ed. Type your email in the box, in the chat box. I think you probably did. Let's see who got it second. The next person to say Daryl was Sarah, actually. And then Chris, third. But there's only one winner for these questions for easy. All right, so Ed, I'm going to shoot you an email right now just asking you what you want your username, password to be, and if you want adult channels or no adult. All right, and then we'll go on to the next question. Send it to you, Ed. Thanks, Chris. Right? It's crazy. Dab said I couldn't imagine it. Me either. I can't ask an end of game question because I haven't seen it. All right, one more easy, and then I'm going to have to head out, end the show and head out. So one more easy 3-month giveaway. Android APK says YouTuber question. That could be interesting. I could actually ask a streaming / YouTube question. That's kind of an interesting question. It's possible. Thinking about it, maybe I would, but it's kind of a little too easy, maybe. But all right, How about we do this? Gotta switch my battery real quick. How about we do... Brian wants another got question. I could make a pretty good one here, actually. Yeah, we could do that. All right, last easy question. Mongo said 85 Bears. I love the 85 Bears, Mongo. Walter Payton and the Refrigerator Perry. And Jim McMahon with his sunglasses. All right. So... Android's like, no got, no. All right, I won't do got since we did a got question. I had a good one, but I'll save it for another show. Damn, lost 14K on that Super Bowl. You bet on the Patriots? What, to cover? What'd they lose, 41-10? Was it 41-10? Something like that? That's the number that keeps sticking in my head. A question about me. That would be interesting. Oh, it was an 11-point spread. They got slaughtered. Not even close. All right. No got question. We did one got question. Let's do... I haven't done a wire question, but let's not do wire. Let's do... Dylan said The Office. Last question. I want it to be a good one. Matter of fact, I will make it. I'll do it. I'll do the YouTuber/streaming question. Because you guys are all on YouTube and you guys all like streaming. So you'll probably get a decent answer for that. It's kind of Cody trivia and it's kind of about me. Oh, Vikings is a good show to do a question about too, but I'll wait on that. SWAT, I don't know, has a big enough following, even though I really like SWAT. But we're gonna do the YouTuber question. All right. So here's the question. And don't type until I say start. I'm gonna actually put start in the box, but I won't send it until I do. First person wins. Okay. After Titanium was released, who was the first YouTuber to have over 1 million views on their Titanium review video? Start. Done. Finished. Android wins. Stop. First answer was right. It was Husham. Android, you've won a lot today. Android now gets 3 months of Easy TV as well. And he's got like 3 codes from Premiumize. Android has stacked up big. I pressed start and Android. I think Android had like Husham already in the box, and he just went bing, done. He just picked a big YouTuber and was like, bing, I'm gonna get it. All right, Android. You already know my email, so just email me back from the last email I sent you. Send me username, password, and just write yes adult or no adult. and I will set it up for you. All right, guys. I got to go out and pick up the old lady. Cruisin', thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the birthday wishes. You guys, it's been fun. We had a whole lot of giveaways going. Some good chat earlier. Before I go, let me just show you guys one thing, okay? Let me put the shield back on. I'm going to do this real fast. I just want to show you guys that in... Oh, I guess my VPN finally updated. So in Kodi, all right, you have to go down. You have to... These are what you do to once you activate your premium eyes. Go to settings. Okay, go to system settings. This is if you're using anything other than Gaia, basically, or Seren. You're going to go down to add-ons. Make sure you're on expert down here. If you're not, switch it to expert. Go to add-ons. Go to manage dependencies. Same way you would do Real Debrid. You're going to go to URL resolver. Click on it. Click configure. Go to universal resolvers. Move over. And you will find Premiumize Me right here. And you're going to say authorize my account. And then click OK. And you're going to do the same exact thing for resolve URL. So that's if you have add-ons other than like, because you got to put it into Seren yourself. You got to put it into, you don't have to do that for Gaia. Gaia is just going through the walkthrough. And I will show you if you already have Gaia set up. Okay, I'm going to go into add-ons. You go over to Gaia. You can open it. Okay. Go down to tools. Go to settings. If you just want to add Premiumize into your Gaia, go to settings, click on it, and go to advanced. Because if you don't want to do the wizard all over again, you can go over to providers, scroll down, there's Premiumize, you turn it on, and it will ask you to set it up. And it's right here. So then you actually just go to accounts, sorry, go down to Premiumize, and that's where you can set it up, I think. Yeah, you turned it on. I already have the authentication, but then you would click authentication and it would let you authenticate again. And then make sure you click OK. All right, so it's right in there in tools and then settings and then advanced. All right, my friends, it's been real. It's been fun. I'm going to go finish out the rest of my birthday, actually go outside for the first time today. It did actually stop raining, so at least I can go take this little drive without the rain. You guys stay supreme. Thank you for sharing my birthday with me. Those of you that were here twice, I am very happy that you came by. Those of you that came in the early show, thank you. Those of you that came in the late show, thank you. It was a good way to spend my day hanging out with you guys for a bit, and I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to spend with me on my birthday. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Stay supreme. Peace. I'm out of here.